This is Sweetly with another Honkai Star Rail video. In this video, I will share my thoughts on Luocha and why I think he is a trap for free-to-play players. First, a quick overview. Luocha is an imaginary abundance character that scales off of attack percent. His normal attack is the standard normal attack that deals imaginary damage. Luocha's skill is a big single target heal that can cleanse and give him 1 stack of Abyss Flower. In addition, his skill will automatically cast whenever an ally falls below 50% HP without consuming skill points, and his A2 trace also allows him to cleanse a debuff with his skill. Luocha's ultimate deals AoE imaginary damage, dispels 1 buff from all enemies present, and gives him 1 stack of Abyss Flower. When the Abyss Flower stacks reach 2, Luocha's talent will trigger and consume all stacks to activate a healing field that lasts for 2 of Luocha's turns. When the field is active, attacking allies will heal a medium amount of HP for themselves and a small amount of HP for other allies. Luocha's technique immediately triggers the healing field upon entering battle. Looking at his kit, there are 3 notable characteristics that set Luocha apart from our current abundance characters Natasha and Bailu. Number 1, Luocha can heal without using any skill points. This is pretty unique and can be very strong because skill points are extremely valuable for most teams. Your DPS characters being able to use their skill more can increase your overall damage significantly since the skill coefficient is usually 2 times that of the normal attack. Extra skill point hungry characters like Qingque and sub DPS characters like Welt, who ideally uses his skill every turn, also benefit from this. And characters like Clara that can counterattack multiple times during enemy turns to proc more instances of healing also synergize nicely. However, on the other hand, Harmony characters will also receive less healing since a lot of their skills do not target the enemy but instead target the allies. Number 2. Luocha brings healing, cleanse, and dispel. Having all 3 utility skills in Luocha's kit greatly increases team building flexibility since he plays the role of not just the healer but also the cleanser plus dispeller, freeing up extra slots for other characters. Number 3. Luocha scales off of attack percent instead of HP and deals damage with his ultimate. No healing on the ulti. The attack percent scaling is interesting, but I want to say it's mostly a negative, since it makes him more fragile compared to other healers. His coefficients are also too low to justify building him as a sub DPS, and the lack of healing on his ultimate means no panic button in situations where you want to heal up in between enemy attacks, something both Natasha and Bailu currently have. However, one thing to note is that his A6 does provide him with a lot of extra debuff resist, which means he'll be less likely to be CC'd and will be able to save your allies more in fights against CC heavy bosses like Cocolia, Ice from Outer Space, and Kafka. To summarize, Luocha frees up more skill points for the team and brings heal, cleanse, and dispel all on 1 character. However, he is more fragile, lacks a panic heal for the team, and is naturally more replaceable as an abundance character. If you are free to play, I would advise skipping Luocha in favor of Kafka, Blade, or future DPS characters, especially if you're lacking a strong DPS currently. It feels like a very clever bait on Hoyoverse's part to release Luocha at this point in time, when a lot of players are finally starting to attempt some of the more difficult content in the game and might start to feel a lack of survivability. However, what a lot of these players are actually lacking is not a stronger healing unit, but a stronger DPS unit. As the stronger your DPS is, the quicker you're able to kill each enemy and the less healing you will need overall. While Luocha has a lot of upsides and is definitely an upgrade over the 4-star sustain options, he is in the end a sustain unit, and the overall strength of your team will largely depend on your DPS characters. Upgrading from a 4-star DPS to a 5-star DPS is a significantly larger improvement. What I'm afraid might happen is that some players will pull for Luocha, be quite happy with him in the short term because he is a strong sustain unit, but potentially regret it a few weeks later when they realized that they're actually lacking a strong DPS character. If you're having trouble surviving, simply investing more into your Natasha, Fire MC, and March, along with gearing your other supports a bit more defensively can go a long way. Especially for free-to-plays who are still missing Bailu or Japard, if you skip Luocha and save, you will also feel better if you happen to lose a 50-50 to those characters in the future or pull them from the standard warp. With that said, you can definitely pull for Luocha if you just like his character, want to have a more comfy time now, or have no interest in any of the upcoming potential DPS characters. For those of you specifically interested in Luocha for Blade, note that while the two do have synergies, Blade definitely does not need Luocha to be strong, and I would at least wait until the 1.2 livestream to learn more about the upcoming banners, as well as the final kit for Blade, along with potential future character teasers that might synergize with Blade better. For all the F2P+++ players out there, I do recommend pulling a Luocha for his higher ceiling and interesting synergies, because most of you will not be lacking in strong DPS options. Thank you for watching or listening. After Luocha is out, I might release a more detailed analysis video going over his optimal gear and rotations. Good luck if you decide to pull.